Hello everybody. Let me show you a way with which you can create this kind of deck, which has 500 new empty cards. But here you don't create new cards by adding them. You create them while studying. You go here, you click study, and then you're asked to create a new card instead of a question. You can either use the shortcut E or click here and create and edit the card. Note that this is my unique note type of Anki, and I explain it in another video which you can check out if you want to. I'm gonna explain it very briefly. So I use two fields. This is a node type that generates multiple questions from one node type, and the two first fields are shared for all the cards, and then each question, answer, and mnemonic field can generate a new card, a separate card, and then there's a special question field as well, a card field, which has one answer and 3 questions, and all these questions point to the same answer. And I also have this incrementing number. Anyway, back to the topic. So the user clicks study, and then here it says create new card. You can click here edit, and maybe in parallel you're reading something else, a book on the you have a book on the table, or maybe a PDF open here, and you can write something here in the source field. Maybe paste something. Let's say here is a paragraph, blah blah blah, and then for this paragraph you paste a picture here, a screenshot, very nice, and you create your first question: what is the meaning of life? You create an answer: enjoy it, and be let's write it like this here, be creative. And here you can write a mnemonic, yay. Okay, and if you want to, you can create multiple questions. I won't go into this now. And you also have the tags here. You would have where you would have the subject name. I'm gonna show to you how to create this in a while. So, and then here's a question. You can answer it if you want to. You can right now while you were studying it, while you were reading, or you can just click again. Yeah, what I mean is you just click again to show it in maybe 40 minutes, and then you create your other questions here. Yeah, and after a while, so let's here you create. I should have changed the deck options here to 1 minute. I'm gonna change it for demonstration purposes. Let's say you create here your question number 2. Oh yes, and here I wanted to tell you that if you use an add-on, which I will paste the link of the add-on in the description. It's the edit fields while reviewing add-on. You can edit right away the fields here without clicking the edit, and this will save you a lot of time. Then you click show answer, and you can write here the answer 2 mnemonic, and if you want you can also edit the source. You click again here, question 3, answer 3. Very good. Let's hope this won't take ages until the example questions are going to be. Yeah. Let's say I'll wait for a little bit, and while I'm waiting, I'm gonna explain to you this file here, which I'm gonna import to in here. And while we're waiting for 1 minute, you can see that if I click study, oh wait, what is this now? Yeah, if I click study now, oh yeah, while you create cards, this method, you might have some issues with empty cards. You just click this here and it's going to be fixed, I think. Yeah, anyway, I'm just hoping for one of the questions I created to show up right now. Question 4. Answer. Oh yes, and here's a question 2. I created this about a minute ago, and now I'm being asked this question. And this is very good, so you can review while you're studying. And here's the answer. Very good. Let's say I knew it because I studied 1 minute ago. Very nice. And here's the question 3. Very nice. And if you can see here, these are the questions that I answered where I clicked again. Very nice. And then again I can create new cards. So this way you can create new cards and review the ones you already created. And let me show you now how to create these empty decks. I'm going to provide you with, I'm going to delete this now, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Wait, what? Default, yes, sorry for that. Let's go to the browser and delete all these cards. Okay, you have to create a file like this. I'm going to provide it to you in the description. It's a CSV file. You can create it in Excel, or I use LibreOffice. And for each field you create this information here. For the source, or maybe for the question field, you can use this here. And note that in my deck, the source, or in the default, the basic Anki deck, the basic Anki node type, the question field has to be unique. So you could use this field here, and then you can use these other fields depending on what you like. I'm gonna show you now how I do it. So you click here, I click import, then I open this empty CSV file which has 500 rows, and you have to map each row, each column to the field of the node type. Here you have to create the node type you're using. I'm using this one, and then for this field here, this column, it has to go to the source. This has to go to questions 1 here, because each time I create each time I'm shown a new card, I want it to display create new card. And then the field type here, I have this incrementing field type which helps me organize the nodes in a better way. And then the tag type here, you can change it depending on your subject. You can change this column, and I'm gonna use this one as an example. Now here, map to tags, then import it, and you added 500 nodes. And this way you can do this trick where you click study now, and then while studying you can create new cards, and you have the benefit of reviewing the cards you created at the same day without having to it's just one process. You don't have to click here add and create all the cards. You just click study and create new cards. You create them here, let's say Q1 again, answer 1, mnemonic 1, blah blah blah. And then you later on, when the time passes, you will review the questions you just created. I find it very useful. I hope you do too. Thank you very much for your time, and goodbye.